Hello my viewers, welcome back to the channel. By the video title, you know what this video is about. Today we're discussing, of course, some NFL news and updates. We're seeing a lot of things going on, of course, in the world of sports in general, of course, basketball and stuff like that. But also, of course, you're looking at the moves that the NFL been making. We've seen a big trade happen, of course, earlier in the week with the Dolphins and Steelers trades and stuff. But we could possibly see some more big trades happening. Right now, people have a lot of speculations around the Steelers and tjwatt. tjwatt, of course, is looking for a new contract extension. He still has 1 year left on his deal. He can play this season, but right now he's holding out, looking for a new contract extension. To boost him. He said there's reports that he want to be the highest paid non-quarterback as well. So we know Max Crosby got $35 million. And then we know, of course, Myles Garrett, he got $40 million like that. So tjwatt, whether he gets $40.1 million or something like that to get a little bit over what Myles got, we'll see if the Steelers are the ones paying him or if a different team is paying him, because we know there's a lot of different scenarios. A lot of people have like different trade proposals and stuff. I've seen a few of them. I've seen I think Bleacher Report did one. Bleacher Report has some alright stuff sometimes, but sometimes it be a little shaky and stuff. They said that the trade package proposal on number 1, they said the Rams give the Steelers the 2026 first round draft pick and edge rusher Byron Young. They said, as you guys know, of course, the Rams, they made a lot of big moves before to get the Super Bowl championship when they went out there and traded and get Von Miller. They brought in Jalen Ramsey, they brought in all the different pieces to add to their team to bolster the roster up. Matthew Stafford brought him in, over the Beckham, all the people they brought in like that season to go all in. And they went out there and cashed in and won the Super Bowl. And then you possibly could see them maybe doing it again, because last year it came close. They're the only team really the Eagles didn't blow out in the playoffs. The Eagles beat the Packers with 22-10, which is technically a little blowout, I think a little bit in a sense. And they blew out, of course, the Commanders, put up 50-something points against them. But the Rams, it came down to the last little bit. It came down to one of the last plays like that for them against the Eagles and stuff. So the Rams was kind of right there. It was right there and pushing and getting to, of course, the conference championships, getting to the NFC championship. I think conference championship, not basketball. NFC championships like that. They were getting close to getting there, and then you see they kind of fell short like that. So maybe you bring in tjwatt. tjwatt give you the extra edge to do it. Don't know. And another proposal I've seen, of course, was from the Detroit Lions. Detroit Lions, of course, are looking for a big-time edge rusher to play on the other side of Aiden Hutchinson. Imagine that, tjwatt and Aiden Hutchinson on the same team. They said that the Lions can get the Steelers 2026 first and 2026 third round pick, plus a 2027 second round pick. And to bring tjwatt in, and then of course they're paying them big time money as well. So we'll see. That will be something they'll be interested in. But the Lions don't have a team. I feel like last year was kind of their year. They had everything boasted up. It was #1 seed, everything boasted up. The offense was looking good and everything. And the Commanders, a rookie quarterback, went in there and walked them down. Like they went in there and walked them down, played very good, especially on third down. He was able to convert a lot of different plays. They weren't able to get any pressure there. Aiden Hutchinson being out, of course, caused them not to have the ability to get pressure. He still led his team in sacks, even though he missed about 10, 12, 13 games. He still led his team in sacks, even though he was out after he tore his ACL. So that tells you what you need to know about your team and your edge rushers and stuff. So bring tjwatt in the other side of him. tjwatt, Aiden Hutchinson, you have 2 Defensive Player of the Year candidate type guys on both sides. You're going to bring a lot of different elements to your team, and everybody gets better. When you have elite level edge rushers like tjwatt on your team, everybody around you get better. So that'd be interesting to see. Seen the Commanders could possibly do one as well. Kind of the same thing with the Lions is offering. I seen the worst one. I think the worst one I seen with the Patriots was the Patriots offered them a 2026 second and 2027 third round pick and Jabril Peppers. I'm like, do you think the Steelers are going to trade tjwatt for a second round pick and a third and Jabril Peppers? You must be crazy. But the Steelers possibly could trade tjwatt away though. I think it'd definitely take a first round pick at least, a first round pick and probably something else. I think, in my opinion, I think either first, third, and an edge rusher, like that, to kind of replace Watt a little bit, or first, third, or 2 thirds actually. Maybe in that range, you still have to pay him. So I don't think it'd be a first and a second, or a first and a first. They still have to pay him $40-some million. So it'd probably be a first and 2 thirds, something around that range. Would be interesting to see. But I don't think the Steelers gonna trade tjwatt away. If they did, that'd be very surprising to me. But I think the Steelers will probably keep tjwatt on their team and see how things kind of shape out, pay him the big time money, especially if you're going all in this year with Rodgers and everything, all the pieces you added, everybody kind of bolstered his roster up for this year to go all out for this last season right here. I think you probably keep wide, and of course, and then you probably go out there and get a receiver too and see how things shape out. But moving on next to the next topic, of course, we know it's a lot of free agents still out there. It's a lot of guys. Speaking of receiver twos, Amari Cooper still out there. I've been discussing him every single time until he signed his contract. Amari Cooper still out there. You have, of course, Keenan Allen still out there. Von Miller still available as well. And I've seen JPP, Jason Pierre-Paul, say he want to come back. He want to come back and be back in the NFL as well. You know, he had a pretty good career with the Giants, the Buccaneers, and stuff like that as well. You know, he's going to come back and get in too, so we'll see. Marcus Williams is still available. You got Matthew Judon still available. Preston Smith still available. You got some guys still out here. Gabriel Davis. The Steelers did have interest in him at first. I remember he visited the Steelers. I see some other team. I think somebody else was interested in him too. It was somebody else, but I know he had an interview with the Steelers, and the Steelers kind of, I guess, they wasn't interested anymore to bring him in or something. But we'll see where he lands. James Bradbury, the veteran cornerback, you know, with the Eagles for many years. He's a good player too. He's still available. You got Shaq Mason still available. Zadarius Smith still out there, still capable of going out there and getting double-digit sacks for somebody. You'll probably find a home somewhere in a contending team or something. Kendall Fuller still out there, a veteran corner who's pretty solid. Justin Simmons, that's a big notable name too, still out there. He's still very productive, still able to play make, and still able to be a ball hawk, go out there and get turnovers for anybody. So you can possibly see him get on a team too. Maybe it's a contending team. He go on there, maybe he join the Bills, maybe he join the Chiefs, maybe he join the Ravens, super loaded secondary. I don't know. Maybe he join the Steelers, maybe he join somebody like that. I don't know exactly where he'll go, but he'll join somewhere probably eventually before training camp start. You'll probably see a lot of guys start signing contracts. Stephon Gilmore, former defensive player of the year, is still out there. You got Mike Hilton still out there as well. Played very well in the slot. A good tackler, a good blitzer. I think the Steelers might bring him in. I thought they were going to bring him in at first, but now with Jalen Ramsey there, you got JPJ, you got Darius Slay. I don't know if you'll bring him in now, but he definitely can be on a team, of course. I think he'll find some spot somewhere. You got Gerald Everett still out there as well, veteran tight end. You got a lot of different guys. Jordan Whitehead, safety, still out there. You know, he had 73 tackles last year with the Buccaneers. Pretty solid player. Can go out there and play good in coverage and stuff as well. He's a strong safety. Can get downhill, make big time tackles and stuff. You can blitz them and do different things with them. So there's some guys still available. There's some guys in free agency still available. So we'll see where those guys kind of end up. I've seen some trade rumors, of course, as well. A lot of bold prediction trade rumors. I've seen that little article. And you know, of course, Kirk Cousins on there. People think Kirk Cousins will probably join the Jets. I think Justin Fields will do a solid job. So I don't know if the Kirk Cousins will be traded to the Jets unless something was to happen, like injury-wise. But I think Kirk Cousins will definitely get traded eventually. I doubt the Falcons keep him around there and keep him like roaming around and just being around there with the team. And Michael Penix Jr. is the guy that can get something back from Kirk Cousins or get him somewhere else like that. He wants to get himself somewhere else to get an opportunity to finish his career off. He'd probably find himself on a team like that. I've seen Baker Mayfield too as well. Some people believe that Baker Mayfield will get traded to the Steelers. I've seen that bold prediction on that little article as well. I was like, that'd be interesting. They say that the Buccaneers have a season where they kind of like down before the trade deadline. Then you could possibly see the Buccaneers maybe trading Baker Mayfield away, and the Steelers could be the one that bring him in. I doubt that happened because the Buccaneers pay him that big time money, and the success they had with Baker Mayfield so far, getting to the playoffs and the way he's been playing. I know he led the league in interceptions last year. I think he had like 15 or 16, but overall he still plays at a very good level. So I wouldn't mind him being on the Steelers. That'd be very cool for us. But I doubt the Steelers would do that like that, especially if everything is going right too. You know, the Steelers on the other side, they're doing things well, they're winning games. I doubt that happened, but you never know. Tyreek Hill is another name that was circulating around. Of course, some trade rumors at first. I doubt he get traded now because of all the things he had going on off the field at first. At one point, that stuff kind of died down now a little bit, so you possibly could see maybe something happening. So a lot of people thought he was going to go back to the Kansas City Chiefs, but I don't know. And then some people said the Saints before at one point, and some different places and stuff to kind of bring him in. So we'll see if he's kind of gets traded away. I know the Dolphins are making a lot of moves, making a lot of trades away, but they did replace, of course, like I mentioned on another video, they replaced Jonas Smith with. They brought back Darren Waller. Darren Waller is back out of retirement. You know, his last year was with the Giants. He had 500-something yards, I think 50-plus catches. Came out of retirement. Still, he was not that old. He's like 30, I think 30, 31. So he's still capable. I think he only spent 1 year retired, trying to rap or make some music or something. He was doing all type of things like that. Then I seen him on the Shannon Sharp and Ocho little nightcap podcast. He was talking to TJ, like that with a long last name. He played receiver for the Bengals. He was talking to him. And then a few days later, he came out of retirement. Retirement to play, so it's very interesting. So we'll see what happens with that. The Dolphins still have Devon A-Chain, they still have Tyreek, Dylan Waddle. I don't think they'll make any more moves. They'll trade anybody else away. Probably not, but we'll see how things shape out for them and how things shape out for a lot of different teams. But it's basically all the news I have today. Just kind of similar stuff from the past videos as well. Just trying to see exactly what's going to go on. Training camps will be starting up in a little bit. I know the Hall of Fame game, I think, is it July 30th? First? NFL Hall of Fame game. I know they had a fantasy football convention. I might go there like that, but we'll see. Yeah, July 31st in Canton, Ohio is Detroit Lions versus the Los Angeles Chargers. So that's the not fantasy football. That is the NFL Hall of Fame game. Like that, so that'll be the first football game we'll see. Of course, it won't be. I think last year when they had one where it got canceled or something. It was raining or something happened where it was like thunderstorming. They canceled it or something. So we'll see what goes on with this game. But it's basically everything that's happening right now. There's a lot of predictions, a lot of kind of like hopes and just dreams of different things happening, a lot of reports and speculations, and just kind of prepping yourself and getting ready for the season. But that's all I have for today's video. Hope you guys enjoy it. I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Peace out.